When she shouted my name across the conference room, I already knew how this would play out. "You're off the project until you publicly apologize to my ex-husband." Her voice cut through the room, sharp, measured, and brutally calculated. Everyone went still. 30 pairs of eyes bounced between us. The CFO, my wife, stood at the head of the table, chin raised, eyes ice cold. The same eyes that used to watch my face in the mornings now tearing me apart in front of my team. I just nodded once. "Okay." A whisper rippled through the room, half disbelief, half pity. She smiled, satisfied with her public win, and carried on with the meeting like she hadn't just torn me down. That was the moment I stopped being her husband. I met Clara 8 years ago when she was still a senior analyst and I was the consultant brought in to fix her department. She couldn't stand me at first. Said I was cocky, too sure of my approach. I said she was smart but careless. Somewhere between late nights and coffee runs, distrust turned to respect, then something more. We built our lives together like a business deal, organized, planned, effective. I handled the big picture. She handled the details. Together, we rose. Together, we became this company's engine. Or so I believed. It started with rumors, little things, late texts from her mentor, dinners that stretched long. The way she jumped when I entered a room during a call. Then one night, I caught his name lighting up her phone, Evan, her ex-husband. A message previewed below it. For words that gutted me. He still doesn't know. That was 6 months before the all-hands meeting. I didn't say anything. Not then. I observed. I noted. I collected evidence. While she assumed I was falling apart, I was quietly laying the groundwork for her downfall. When you spend enough time in corporate finance, you understand the system's true language. Numbers, contracts, timing. Clara had constructed her kingdom on control. My payback would take that away from her one choice at a time. I started by stepping out of her shadow, moving projects, redirecting clients, and forming quiet partnerships. I had people on my side in legal, compliance, and IT, not because we were friends, but because I'd built their trust years before she turned her position into a weapon. I searched through old emails, agreements, and discretionary spending approvals. I found it. A series of questionable consulting payments sent to a shell company Evan had set up 6 months before their divorce. The same company she later approved as a preferred vendor. It was enough. I didn't need to ruin her. I just needed to let the system catch her. So when she embarrassed me in that meeting, I didn't push back. I gave her what she craved. Surrender. The appearance of dominance. That night, while she slept peacefully next to me, her phone turned over. I moved everything she'd kept from me, her texts with Evan, vendor files, board emails, into a single encrypted folder sent to the company's general counsel. By morning, I'd emptied my desk, wiped my laptop, and printed my resignation letter. She walked into the office the next day glowing, triumphant. The kind of grin only people who believe they've conquered can manage. "Learned your lesson?" she asked, pausing by my cleared desk. Her eyes landed on the envelope sitting against her monitor. My resignation letter. Her smile wavered. "What's this?" Before I could respond, the door flew open. It was the company lawyer, face drained white. "Ma'am, tell me you didn't." "Didn't what?" She shot back. He dropped a stack of printed emails on her desk. Her texts with Evan, the vendor approvals, the transaction records, every message she thought she'd erased. "Those payments you signed off on, the ones to your ex-husband's shell company," he struggled to speak. "The audit committee's already looking into it. The board's been informed. You've gotten yourself wrapped up in corporate fraud." The silence that came next was almost gentle. She turned toward me, eyes round, shaking. "You did this?" I stared at her, steady, almost sympathetic. "No, you did this. I just quit protecting you." They walked her out within the hour. HR was courteous. Security wasn't. By lunch, the board had accepted both our resignations. Hers under investigation, mine with appreciation for years of service. I watched her exit through the glass doors. No conversation, no crying, just the quiet sound of her heels disappearing down the hallway. For years, I thought we created something together. I was mistaken. She built herself using me as support. But support, once taken away, brings the whole thing crashing down. That night, I sat by myself in our now hollow apartment. Her side of the closet was still partially filled, clothes that would never be touched again. I didn't feel triumph, not exactly, just a loosening, a break from a life that had turned into one endless act. I poured myself a glass and gazed out at the city lights. People assume revenge is noisy, screaming, disorder, celebration. It's not. True revenge is silent, precise. It doesn't obliterate what you despise. It cuts out what's killing you. She once said to me, power is about perception. She was correct. The difference is I figured out how to look past it. And when you finally see the truth, you quit playing their game. You create your own.